Let's talk about the second pillar of Johnson's daily routine, the super veggie. In the previous video I drank Green Giant every day for a week, and up until now its three main ingredients have become a regular part of my daily routine. You can watch the video by clicking here. It's a great video, even though apparently I don't know shit about nutrition. Now, when it comes to the super veggie, I have to admit, I failed. I started off with a lot of motivation for this healthy dish, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me walk you through the ingredients and break them down one by one. Looking at the table, it's clear that this meal is quite healthy, offering a balanced mix of proteins, carbohydrates, low saturated fats, and mostly polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fats. Now, let's go through the ingredients. Black lentils. On a vegan diet, black lentils are a great source of protein. These lentils have a nutty flavor and are often called Beluga lentils due to their caviar-like appearance. They are loaded with potassium, iron, and folate. Lentils are a great source of vitamin B5 and 6, which are typically abundant in meat, but a bit trickier to get on a vegan diet. However, plant protein isn't as easily absorbed as animal protein, so try aiming for about 1.2 times the amount of protein you would get from an animal-based diet. Bryan additionally supplements with pea protein to ensure his body gets what it needs. Now, why specifically Beluga lentils? After some investigation, it turns out these lentils maintain their shape and texture when cooked, making them visually appealing. Plus, they're said to have the best taste among all lentils. But Bryan, being all about optimizing every part of his life, probably had more in mind. That's when I stumbled upon anthocyanins. These are potent antioxidants found in purple or blue-colored fruits and vegetables. Beluga lentils seem to be the only lentils that have these anthocyanins. Some evidence suggests anthocyanins might play a protective role against cardiovascular and neurodegenerative diseases, possibly by influencing the gut microbiome. However, there's still uncertainty, especially regarding the necessary dose. Broccoli and cauliflower. Broccoli and cauliflower are both superfoods from the cruciferous vegetable family. Broccoli in particular stands out with about 91 milligrams of vitamin C per 100 grams, more than an orange. It's also packed with vitamin K, important for blood clotting. Studies suggest that eating cruciferous vegetables is linked to a lower rate of lung and colorectal cancer and reduced inflammation, mainly due to compounds called glucosinolates and their byproducts isothiocyanate. Try saying this 3 times fast. But pinpointing the positive effects to isothionates alone is a bit tricky. This is because cruciferous vegetables also contain other beneficial nutrients and phytochemicals like folate, flavonoids, and carotenoids. Plus, our genes dictate how well we metabolize and thereby derive benefits from glucosinolates. In this context, I wonder if Bryan checked his GTSM1 and GSTT1 genotype. Interestingly, there's a study showing that folks with a high BMI metabolize broccoli differently. As always, dietary advice should be personalized. Now, the cauliflower addition might seem a bit puzzling. Cauliflower, like broccoli, is a cruciferous vegetable with similar nutritional benefits. The only significant difference is that broccoli is like cauliflower, but on steroids, containing twice the amount of vitamin C. So I'm curious if Bryan adds cauliflower for taste and texture, or maybe his team found that it has a good mix of antioxidant that complements broccoli. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not up for buying both, sticking with broccoli alone could be a simpler choice. Shiitake mushrooms. Contrary to what some say, you can eat a whole mushroom. The stem isn't poisonous, it's just tough to chew on. There's a cool study where people ate 5 or 10 grams of shiitake mushrooms daily for 4 weeks and had the inflammatory markers measured before and after this time window. Surprisingly, the consumption boosted the immune system and lowered inflammation. Garlic. Garlic is considered a superfood and has been praised for its potential to help with the common cold. However, I found only one study that showed a decrease in the frequency and the duration of the cold after taking garlic supplements for 3 months. Another well-established benefit of garlic is its ability to lower blood pressure. Its effectiveness is comparable to certain medications. The evidence regarding garlic's impact on lowering cholesterol is not clear and needs more research. Ginger root. Ginger root is a popular food with a history dating back to ancient China. It's considered safe during pregnancy and can help with nausea and vomiting, making it recommended by the ACOG for morning sickness. It's also found to be effective in reducing nausea caused by chemotherapy. Additionally, ginger has anti-inflammatory properties, lowering markers like CRP and TNF-alpha, suggesting potential benefits for inflammatory conditions. It's also been shown to decrease pain in osteoarthritis. Overall, ginger is versatile and a natural remedy with various health benefits. Lime. Come on, do I really need to talk about lime? Okay, lime juice tastes good. Hemp. Also known as cannabis sativa, is one of the oldest cultivated plants and is considered incredibly nutritious. It's packed with polyunsaturated fats and has low amounts of saturated fats. What's even more impressive is its omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, falling within the ideal range of 3:1 to 5:1. In terms of minerals, hemp seeds are a powerhouse, containing high levels of phosphorus, potassium, magnesium, iron, zinc, copper, and manganese. To put it in perspective, compare hemp seeds to a banana, known for its potassium content, 1,200 milligrams per 100 gram versus 358 milligrams per 100 gram. Similarly, in magnesium, hemp seeds boast 700 milligrams per 100 gram, while spinach only contains 79 milligrams per 100 gram. In addition to their nutritional richness, it's worth noting that hemp seeds have low levels of THC below 0.2%, ensuring they won't cause any psychoactive effects. Vinegar. I discovered that vinegar can have a slight impact on body weight and glucose levels. But honestly, the benefit is pretty small. If you want to have the best results, it's way better to focus on eating well and staying active. And if you already suffer from diabetes, it's crucial to stick to your prescribed medication. Olive oil. Olive oil is full of antioxidants that help reduce inflammation and lower the risk of diseases. According to a big study in Spain, the most beneficial dose is around 20 to 30 grams per day, which is the amount that Bryan uses. Using olive oil regularly can protect against cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes. When you buy olive oil, it's important to spend at least $10 for half a liter to get the good stuff, the extra virgin olive oil, with lots of antioxidants called polyphenols. In several studies, researchers didn't consider the quality of the olive oil used. They only examined whether olive oil was used or not. This is crucial because higher priced olive oils usually have more beneficial properties. This oversight might be why we lack clear data on whether olive oil, especially the higher quality types, provides protection against cancer. What's cool is Bryan gets his olive oil from a high quality source and shares it with regular folks like us. If I were him, I'd do the same, maybe even buy a whole farm and source everything from there. Now that we talked about the ingredients, let's add some aesthetic footage of the food. So, how did my experience with the Super Veggie go? To be fair, I'm a super picky eater. And in my opinion, the Super Veggie tastes super awful. I couldn't manage to achieve that creamy consistency Bryan shows on his website. Mine looked more like a sad paste that astronauts would eat out of necessity. Adding to that, the mockery I got at work when I tried this for lunch the first time was a lot for my fragile ego. A colleague even handed me a straw to make it easier for me to finish it. I only managed to get through about half of the Super Veggie before feeling sick and I had to give up. Also, despite what Bryan said about not getting garlic breath, I can confirm that I did. And I felt sorry for my patients that afternoon. On a positive note, for those aiming to retain maximum nutrients, skip boiling the veggies and opt for steaming. Vitamin C is sensitive to heat, so my recommendation is to steam for about 3 to 3.5 minutes. As for the broccoli stalk enthusiasts, kudos to you. I personally find it quite unappetizing, but credit where it's due. The super veggie is undeniably a very healthy meal with a well-balanced mix of carbs, proteins and healthy fats. So I crafted my own version involving black lentils, brown rice, steamed broccoli and shiitake, a sprinkle of hemp seeds, a squeeze of lime juice and a side of steak. Enjoy!